Hey, Danny K comes to you from Danny K Gym and Wellness. Today's tip actually comes to you from another trainer. I was scrolling through newsfeed on Facebook and I saw Mike's picture, and they took a picture of himself and he said age is not an excuse. You know, he's 48 years old. Mike, thank you for this tip because it's true. A lot of times people will tell me, oh, I can't get in shape because I'm too old, or I can't do that because I'm too old. You know, well, those are excuses like we talked about yesterday. If you want something bad enough, you will do it. If not, you will find a way to get around it. You'll make up these excuses, and excuses are just that. You know what I mean? Like they're obstacles that stand in the way of what you actually truly want. You know, and sometimes we make those excuses because we're afraid to, you know, go get what we want, or we're afraid that maybe we won't get it as fast, or we won't get it, you know, as we won't be as successful to it, or, you know, we might fail a little bit, we might stumble a little bit. So a lot of times excuses are just fear, you know. And what is fear? False evidence appearing real, right? So fear is fake, man. Fear is false. Excuses are fake, you know, so just do it, right? I don't care how old you are. I'm 46, you know, I'll be 47 this year, you know, and yes, I started back, you know, 23, 24, almost 24 years ago. You know, but the thing is, you're never too old to start working out. You know, now granted, I mean, if you're 60-something years old, you're not going to be doing box jumps, you're not going to be doing clean and jerks, or you might be, who knows, you know? But the only limitation that you set is the one that you set, right? The only obstacle that's there is the one that you present, the one that's there in front of you. So if you don't think that there's an obstacle, there isn't an obstacle. If you don't think there's a limitation, there isn't a limitation. You know, age is just a number, you know? I mean, there are so many people out there that, you know, have one leg, you know, no arms, no legs. I mean, there's so many people out there that you know, are in worse shape, if you will, you know. You know, and they're out there doing it. They're running marathons, you know, and you know, a friend of mine, Larry, you know, he has one leg, you know, and he does marathons on crutches with his one leg. I mean, so anything that you put out there, whether it's because you're too old, or this hurts, or that hurts, or you don't have enough time, they're all excuses. And all excuses are meant to be overcome. Just like obstacles, just like limitations. So, you know, if you want something bad enough, no matter what the limitation, no matter what the obstacle, no matter what the excuse, you will find a way of doing it. So age is just a number. You know, like I said, I'm 46. Mike, you know, he said he's 48. There's so many people, like when I was training my mom before she passed away from cancer, and she was 60-something, you know, and she was jogging on the treadmill. So don't tell me, and she was jogging on the treadmill with lung cancer. Dude, she was jogging on the treadmill with lung cancer a day after her chemo treatment, and you're gonna tell me that you're too old? That's why yesterday when Luann said Danny doesn't like excuses, I don't like excuses. If you just don't want to work out, then just tell me you don't want to work out. If you don't want to eat healthy, then just tell me you don't want to eat healthy. If you don't want to do XYZ, then just tell me you don't want to do XYZ. You don't have to make up an excuse, because excuses are meant to be overcome. And I can pretty much damn near overcome any excuse that you throw at me as far as working out, you know, getting healthy, or whatever, you know, because it is a life journey. It's not not a you know, a destination. It's a journey, you know. So there's every day there's going to be bumps, just like everyday life. You go up, you get up, you get ready for work, you go to work. You know, there's bumps. There's bumps driving to work. You know, you hit traffic jams. Does that mean just because you hit a traffic jam you don't go to work? You know, oh, I'm gonna hit a traffic jam, there's an excuse for me to stay home. No, there's no excuse for anything, really. And there's I don't want to, I don't need to. There's not, oh, I can't, I don't have enough time, I don't have this, I'm too old, I'm in too much pain. Deb, I trained Deb this morning. She has arthritis. She has arthritis so damn bad some mornings she comes in here limping, but guess what? She limping with a cane some mornings. And when she leaves out of here, she's walking upright without the damn cane. So there are no excuses except for what you put in your way. There are no limitations except for what you put. There are no obstacles except for what you put. And obstacles and limitations, they're all meant to overcome, to be overcome. You do a Tough Mudder. There's obstacles everywhere. Does that mean you just, oh, you ran into a wall, a Tough Mudder wall, or mud, or, you know, something like that, or like the barbed wire where you have to crawl underneath? Does that mean that you don't finish? No, you go. Now, me personally, you won't see me do a Tough Mudder because I don't and won't get muddy and dirty. Not an excuse. I just won't do a Tough Mudder because I will not get dirty, and I don't do mud. So it's not an excuse, nothing to overcome. I just don't do it, right? So that's what I'm saying. Don't give me an excuse. Tell me the truth. Tell me the God's honest truth. Don't tell me that you're too old, because age is just a number. You might not be able to run as fast as, you know, Billy Bob, who's 18. You might have to walk on incline, but there's all kinds of different ways to get around the age or the aches, the ailment limitations, you know. And then once you get around them, it's so much better. And then, you know, of course, yeah, maybe there's new limitations that you have to overcome, new obstacles that you have to overcome. But the key is overcoming those things and not just sitting back and letting them be an excuse to keep you back. If you want to be healthier, if you want to, you know, be in less pain because of your arthritis, if you want to, you know, do something or whatever, you know, do it. You know, try and make those baby steps to do it, or at least try, you know what I mean? Like, just sitting back and just making an excuse to not do it, just say that you don't want to do it. I don't want to hear excuses, right? Luann says, you would be a great mud wrestler. And no, I wouldn't, because you get my arm like this, literally, that's all the further my arm can go. If anybody jerks on my arm up, my shoulder is dislocated. Not an excuse, God's honest truth. Want to try it? No, don't. Because I've had both my arms dislocated, separated. It is crazy. So those are my limitations that I can't do. I can't. Not I won't. Literally, it won't go up unless my shoulder pops out. And that's ugly, and we don't want to do that. That's happened when I used to dance. I would slide on the floor, do my little break dancing, my shoulder would dislocate, and I'd pop it back in and keep dancing. Anyway, but I digress. So age is just a number. Don't let that be an excuse as to why you don't try and get a little bit more healthier, you know, getting yourself in the gym or walking around the track. You don't have to jog. You don't have to run a marathon. You just have to take baby steps to feeling better and getting moving, right? So, Mike, thank you for that. I was scrolling through Facebook and I was wondering what today's tip was going to be, so I saw that, you know, and he said don't use age as an excuse or whatever. He's 48 years old, so I loved that, Mike. Thank you for bringing my tip to me today, because I was kind of losing my brain today. But it's true. Age is just a number. Age is just an excuse that we can overcome. We can take baby steps, and we can get you to achieve any result and any goal that you want. It might take you a little bit longer, but you got to try. You got to do it, right? So I hope that helps some of you guys that are stuttering around with age as an excuse. I can't do this because I'm too old, blah, 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 whatever. Let's put the excuses down and see what we can actually do if we stop making excuses, right? So stay tuned, stay informed, stay motivated. Bye.